Welcome to another Rolled in Reacts episode. This car came in because the customer said it wouldn't start. When the mechanic popped the hood open, he found plenty of creative solutions and lots of loose spaghetti to be the issue. Among other things, the customer had bypassed the ASD relay on 10 gauge wires, hastily grounded an old-fashioned voltage regulator, and also bypassed the fuel pump relay for some reason. This customer came in because of their alarm going off randomly, but no complaints about the rear differential making any noise whatsoever. This mechanic was doing a regular oil change when they noticed that the customer had accidentally filled the car up with washer fluid. And this customer had apparently been parked on the street for a few days and discovered that someone had stolen their catalytic converter in a pretty creative way. And this customer complained about poor braking power. The owner of this truck complained about the front end being a little shaky. Wonder why. This technician had this Audi in for a coolant leak. Apparently, the hose had been rubbing on the engine cover, and that was the cause of the issue. And this customer stated that they had an oil leak on the passenger side at the rear of the vehicle. This customer came in because of the check engine and maintenance light constantly being on. Also, the customer ended up declining all repairs. And this customer said that their engine sounds like a kazoo when accelerating. The mechanic said that this was due to the wastegate being stuck open. Customer states, grinding noise coming from underneath my car. This car came in because the previous owner had stated that she was just fine underneath before the current owner bought it. Apparently, they had tried fixing a rusted trailing arm and frame by welding on a bunch of bolts. And this customer came in stating wobbling sounds coming from the front right wheel. And this customer came in with a flat tire, and this is what the mechanic found. Also, the customer insisted that they did not want to buy a new tire. And this customer stated that they hit a nail, but their ex-husband fixed it, but the car still has a bad vibration while driving. This Toyota 4Runner has two brake rotor sizes available for the front, but the previous owner had apparently installed a smaller one, which caused uneven brake pad wear. Customer states, my brake pedal won't ever get firm. And this car came in because the customer said it was revving too much. And this customer's vehicle doesn't sound or run right after their son had borrowed it. The mechanic said that the fuel tank skid plate was melted, as was the wiring for the fuel pump, and the catalytic converter was mysteriously not there. This customer states, I went a bit off-road and now my Jeep won't start. The owner of this car complained about squealing brakes. And sadly, for this customer, they will need more than a Brita filter to make this right. And this customer wanted some new LT all-terrain tires installed on their Chevy Tahoe, but only on one side of the car. When the mechanic asked about it, the customer apparently just replied, "Don't care, just do it." And this customer came in for a regular oil and filter change, but didn't mention when it had been done the last time. And this customer had just bought this car from an auction and brought it in for an exhaust leak, but the mechanic ended up finding a little bit more than that. Customer states was driving down the road when the rear end just locked up. And these technicians just met their latest intern. Customer states, car smokes like it's smoking 13 packs a day. This 2002 Chevy Silverado came in for a regular oil change when the mechanic noticed this as the car was being lifted. This customer came in because they thought I'd filled their radiator with coolant, but it happened to be something else. This customer used some hot glue to stop their hubcaps from rattling. This turbo shaft came off of a 2021 Honda Civic with just 11,000 miles on it. This car owner had changed his own oil and filter but couldn't remove the old oil filter, so he had to get his car towed in. The mechanic joked and said that this was before he had to use his jackhammer to get it removed. And this steering wheel kinda sounds like a dolphin. And this customer came in for a filter change, but did not mention anything about this. And this customer came in with their tractor and said, "I can't tell how fast I'm driving." Customer states, ticking noise coming from the engine. And this Jeep Liberty came in for an oil leak after just having had it repaired at another shop. This customer's 98 Dodge Durango had issues with refrigerant leaking out of the electrical connector for the AC pressure switch. And the owner of this truck just installed a new battery, but now complains about his starter sounding kinda lazy. Customer states, squeaky noises coming from my brakes. This customer drove into the shop and said that they had issues with clunking sounds coming from the engine bay after recently having had their radiator replaced at a quick fix repair shop. This Chevy Tahoe came in for a transmission replacement, but when the mechanic went to pull the transfer case off, he discovered a little treat inside. And this customer's car last had an oil change 65,000 miles ago. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and until next time.